All right, this is Peter. We're doing a relatively small cattle drive, sheep drive mostly, I guess. And I'm just thinking right now, one of my good friends, he said he was so sick of me jostling and running around, he bought one of those gimbals, and I forgot to bring it out, so he's gonna really enjoy that. All right, come on, 14. Come on. We're gonna get these cattle, they're kind of feeling lazy, pushed up, and we'll move them in with the sheep over to the other side of this field. Come on, 5. And from there, they'll get into some fresh stockpile if they can reach it. Otherwise, it'll be, so there's a couple of bales over there for them to eat. I gotta put my glove back on. It is cold out. But we're kind of heading into middle of December, I think, third of the way through December, and I want to kind of show you what they've trampled and left here as we're moving them in. Come on, 14. So you can see maybe you can see the shadow. I just have a 6-foot shepherd's crook, and it just helps me appear wider, I guess, in the sense that the animals, I can move them on my own if I'm patient and I don't rush them. And if we do them as a group, they tend to do better. If one gets left on its own, it gets a little spooky. And I'm just tapping the ground behind them and kind of walking. All right, come on, sheep. You can see where my four-wheeler is in the distance. And we're just gonna kind of walk back and forth. And I've done this when I've been in a big damn hurry. Come on, sheep. And it never goes well. I always have to learn to just slow down. And, you know, as soon as one figures it out, they'll all follow. But I've ended up chasing half a day, chasing down an animal that got all spooky and separated. And so a little patience goes a long way. But this is kind of the stuff they trample down. You can see there's just little sheep pellets everywhere, and there's a little bit more waste here than I'd like, but you know, it's all gonna go to the good. Come on, 14, show them the way, and we'll just kind of get behind them. Come on, 14, show them the way. That cow really knows my program. She's usually a pretty good one to... I don't know if they can see that wire. Yeah. I might have to pull these posts up. Hang on a second. I'm gonna pause the video. Pulled up the fence post. They just, I don't know if they thought they just couldn't see the wire, but now they're going. I gotta grab my shepherd's crook.
Hey everyone, the
right,
upcoming clip of the video has me butchering a ewe that was causing some trouble. So
we came all the way up this long strip here. We're just going to cut across to the bottom half of this field and graze down there and get into some hay. So I'm just going to walk the fence line I set up here. This is just a temporary fence.
And it will eat them for our own family. Pretty much the only thing I
am
ashamed
rascal.
of is my garage is an almighty mess in the background.
The thing about these animals is you have to give them a chance to figure out what you're trying to do.
Someone some queen excluders. So,
I can be a little impatient sometimes as a person.
Right. Thanks.
And it just makes it 10 times as hard. It's just better if you just slow down. And that's... Oh look, a little mouse. Yeah. Maybe that's Henry's mouse. Come on, 5. Come on, 9. Come on, sheep. So we're just kind of going back and forth behind them, and they're going to be in here. As soon as I get them all in, there's some hay down there they can pick at until I get it all fenced off. And I'm going to go set up this fence that's supposed to go right here. All right. There's like, I don't know, it's like 15 degrees, but man, I'm cold today. Cutting the string off of this, and I'm always fascinated when given the option. These cows love hay, But these sheep are immediately kind of picking through. Look at that. They're just picking through what's out here. And there's really not much out here. Oh, that calf's making noise. So we're going to give these guys a little hay and then rope it off again, and we'll go get them some water and start picking up fence. So they get from basically here. Oh, I can hear that calf. Maybe you can see the fence post. So they don't get to go down into the bottom there. I want all their manure and all the hay unrolling to come in this long strip here. So that's what we're up to. So it's just water, mineral, unroll some hay, and then we're good. What do you think? What do you think, Five? He's not very friendly. She's really friendly, though. Yeah, you can give her a pat. All right.
Hey everyone, the upcoming clip of the video has me butchering a ewe that was causing some trouble, so if you are squeamish or you think it might be a problem, then you may want to skip ahead or end the video or what have you. It's not something we're ashamed of. We take these lambs in and we'll eat them for our own family. Pretty much the only thing I am ashamed of is my garage is an almighty mess in the background because I was trying to pull some bee boxes out to give someone some queen excluders. So pay no mind to the mess behind. All right, thanks.
I'm trying to approach this like a business, and when an animal tells me it doesn't want to be on our farm, I listen. And she had many chances, and said we're gonna enjoy the food, and now we don't have someone teaching the rest of our flock bad habits. So, and you'll probably have to put in like some sort of warning ahead of this video so people aren't traumatized. But this is what it is. I mean, animals that don't want to be with the program want to be lunch, and sometimes that means doing it the old-fashioned way. Anyway, bye. This is something I've never seen before. I mean, this sheep has like an actual full pile of sheep droppings on her back. And I'm trying to take a video of it, sorry. There. It's very bright out. I can't see my screen, so I'm hoping to hit. They must have been in an absolute pile last night for that. I mean, that's like a full load right there. But we're feeding some hay, and the cows aren't even coming up. They're just hanging out down there. They must not be too hungry. But yeah, we're feeding some hay. This is the next day. And to prove my point, because I'm sure someone will be upset that I just shot that ewe with a rifle. In the one day she was back out with my flock, my animals busted out 3 times, broke through my wire around the hay, and made my life terrible. And last night, nothing. They all stayed in nice and quiet. Mika's milk, no problems at all. So it doesn't make it nice, but it is necessary. So I'm gonna push the cattle back up, roll out a little more hay, and then I just watered them, and this is kind of confirming my decision to cull that ewe with a bullet. I thought about just grabbing her again and selling her, but it's such a pain in the butt. Sheep are pretty smart, and they know somehow, even if you're acting sneaky, they know when you're after them. And so it's very difficult to grab one specific ewe out of here. Like, they just can kind of tell, even if you're not looking at them and you're kind of walking sideways at them, they can just kind of tell. And so we need, frankly, we also needed some lamb, whatever. And my daughter's going to get a ewe lamb out of one of these girls who will be taught properly by her mother. And we'll carry the flock forward without those genetics and without that disposition. So anyhow, it's about 15 degrees out, but it's supposed to be warming up a stretch, so looking forward to that. And yeah, I think we'll clip this all together, for one video, and then the next one will be putting the rams in. So that'll be that. We're excited for that. That's kind of the culmination, or the start of the high point of the season for us. Hey, girl. She decided she wanted to eat this bit over here, I guess. All right. Have a